that the thinking that I bring into a solo trip in nature or to a time of silence, that thought pattern is more powerful, can be more powerful than what happens during that week. I'll give you three different examples. I was thinking about the times in which I've been to both backpacking and to the monastery. Three different examples. One, I went on a backpacking trip and I had, just before I left, it had a conflict with someone and we hadn't resolved it. And so the energy was still up. And I got to tell you, I took that argument, that conflict with me on the whole backpacking trip. I was out for a week, for 7 days. I was in Montana, in the wilds in Montana. And again and again and again, I relived that argument and that conflict. There was a time I went to the monastery and I can't ever remember what I forgot, but I remember I forgot something. The whole week I'm obsessing about how my trip has been affected. That's what it was. I forgot my journal. So I'm like bummed that I don't have my journal and I can't journal, although there were notebook pieces of paper, right? But the whole week was affected because of my obsessing that I forgot my journal. And then another time, again, a monastery trip, I had to cut it short because I had to get back here for some personal business. And I was so bummed that I wasn't going to have my full time at the monastery. And I kept thinking about how it's not really going to be a good experience because I can't stay here as long as I want. Now, I learned pretty quickly that if I want to feel the peace and the healing presence, if I want to feel God's love during these trips to the monastery or to the wild, that I need to set an intention and a guard on my thoughts.